Everything to Flash, and today, it's almost time for Sonic Mania. Ever since its reveal not too long ago, I have to say it's pretty crazy just how much info we've got since then. And now, only 5 days from its release as I'm writing this, we've got new stages, the Death Fig Robot in Green Hill Zone, and even an amazing new opening animation which came out like 5 minutes ago. But the one thing that caught my eye before the animation was the special stage, and just how freaking cool it looks. It's completely different from all the other ones, yet it fits so perfectly with them. But why? Well, as we've seen before, Taxman loves to drop little hints and Easter eggs to Sonic's past games, and the special stage is no exception. So today, we're going to be taking a look at every reference that makes Mania's special stages the way they are. Sonic Mania's special stage is really just a mashup of the other stages from the original lineup plus CD. So let's start with the premise, and after I explain that, I'll get into some Easter eggs. Sonic is chasing a UFO in a 3D space to get a Chaos Emerald. He has to collect rings to stay in and blue spears to increase his speed to catch up with said UFO, all while running on a very trippy looking track. That's a lot to take in for this video, but I'll try to split everything up by game as best as I can. The basis for the special stage, the 3D flat landscape, and the UFO hunting comes from Sonic CD, where instead there are a lot more than just one UFO, and you can hit them to increase your time as well as forward your progress, as the stage would complete upon destroying the last one. What's interesting is that the CD special stages had areas of water, or oil, or off-road parts that would make you lose 10 seconds if you touched them. And while we haven't actually seen gameplay of anybody who hasn't touched a game controller in their existence trying this, I think it's safe to say that if you do try to cheese the stage or just get off track by accident, the same principle of losing 10 rings might apply here as well. Speaking of collecting rings to stay in the stage, this mechanic comes from Sonic 2 special stages where you're given a set time limit to collect a given number of rings to stay in. While there's no set number of rings needed to collect, there is a time limit that is fueled by your ring count, so you could say that these two mechanics are kind of the same. No rings equals death, and death equals no emeralds. But believe it or not, there is something else from Sonic 2 that can kill you. Spike balls! These annoying things make you lose rings or fewer Tails hit them, and I have to say, getting footage of this one was hands down the most annoying because I swear Tails literally has the brain capacity of a freaking walnut. But that aside, the spike balls also make an appearance in this special stage, and I presume they'll do the exact same thing in Mania. And finally, the blue spheres, everyone knows and loves from Sonic 3. And yes, they also have the same function, and that's making you go faster. The only difference from the Mania version that I can see is that there's no red sphere that gets left behind, and this is probably so you don't have to dodge spikes and instant death spheres while traveling at Mach 5. That's pretty much the entire basis of the stage set down, and I think it's really cool that they pulled all the ideas from other special stages here and made them work so perfectly together. But the references and Easter eggs don't stop there. So, the background is weird, and that's a given for all Sonic games, but with it comes a throwback all the way back to Sonic 1's special stage. The floating birds and fish everywhere are just renditions of the background assets from Sonic 1, but this time they're remastered in that beautiful 5-polygon SNES style. To close things off, possibly the most meta throwback of all, the model of Sonic and the whole track thing itself. The model of Sonic is a remake of that pointy boy from Sonic R, which was a little-known Sonic racing game, which had the player going around the track and racing, because what else do you do in a racing game? You can even see Knuckles drifting here and running in the exact same way he did in R, except his model doesn't look nearly as bad. I mean, Jesus Christ, on a bicycle, what is that thing? This isn't the first time Sonic R models were used in the Sonic game though, because in Sonic 3D Blast for the Sega Saturn, there were also segments nearly identical to ones in Sonic 2 that instead used Sonic R's Sonic model, with a noticeable lack of tails, which I think everybody can agree is definitely for the better. Hey everybody, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I understand it was a little bit on the short side, but I just had to talk about Mania before it released at least once. Anyways, if you did enjoy, don't forget to drop a like down below or comment to let me know what you guys want to see next. And as always, if you're new, don't forget to smash that squishy red subscribe button for more, like this video on Mega Maker I did a while back. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll be back in a flash.